I have to accept it. Don't give me a hard time. Okay?
Zoom, dude. Go back to Zoom.
No, fuck that shit. No way. I'm going to get it, man. I'm going to get it.
Look, you're still on Facebook. It's the only way you message me on fucking Facebook. So, until you get rid of Facebook, you got to go back to Zoom.
That is true. That is
true. You probably have an AOL email address, too.
Oh, my God. Now, that's rude. That's just rude.
Mike specifically.
All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Check the YouTube, see if everybody showing back up or not. I had a crash, everybody. So sorry if you're here with us. We are live. One watching. Nope. Rude. That's just rude. All right.
Now we're live.
All right. We should be live. We should be good to go.
Yeah, we're back.
All right, so yeah, no, the next thing I wanted to get into anyway was your machine. Let me pull up this video. We'll watch that while we're waiting for everybody to get back in the chat, and then we'll talk about your machine, Dave.
Okay.
So let's watch the YouTubes.
All right, do not buy another lottery ticket until...
Wow. I know that they were doing something where it was putting in a CGI image of the moon when you take a picture of the moon. It was replacing it.
I love food. I love carbs and sugars. I couldn't live without them.
But it fucked up. It got the phase wrong.
So today we're going to talk
That's
about
like augmented reality through the camera lens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
All right, do not buy
Just saying
another
there's no
lottery
audio
ticket
for you, Matt. Sorry.
until you see this.
what's up,
They can't hear you, Matt.
They can't.
They can't hear you, Matt. Sorry. Okay.
Are we saying
Well,
we can't hear you guys again?
Augmented reality for a while now. They started out with Pokemon Go.
God, I gotta do this
have you
fucking thing again?
Yeah. Have you seen in Japan how they're training the kids to be soldiers? They have these little things that look like real guns, and they attach their phone to it, and it makes it so they can see the bad guys whenever they're walking around there. And they're training these little, 8-year-old kids in Japan and China with this. I mean, I guess they're setting them up to be soldiers early on. But it's like Call of Duty with these like realistic looking guns, and their phone is what they're looking through to see the targets.
In reality, like walking through the neighborhood and shit.
Yeah,
like,
in neighborhoods,
shooting at people in the grocery store. That's crazy. Yeah.
All right, we should be all good to go. Everybody should be able to hear everybody. I think we're back.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
My name
Sorry for
is...
the second. What's
you
up,
guys know
Boston
about
Ray?
sprites?
Good to see you, buddy. We got a nice little
Talking
video
about
here.
lightning,
Let me get a 5x5.
Oh, sorry. I was sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to see if I can get a 5x5 from the chat, make sure we're all back to normal, and then we're going to show this little video, and then we're going to talk. I want to talk about Dave's machine. I've been looking real forward to getting into this. So let's just make sure we got audio. 5x5. All right, great.
Mike,
Excellent.
how do I get you a link to play for a video to play?
You send it to me on Facebook.
Okay.
All right, let me play this video here, and then we're going to be good to go. All right, everybody in the chat. We picked up where we left off. We're talking about ether in the air, energy. And we've got, you know, I'm just looking up some videos. This is just me trying to do some research. Call me crazy for saying that I want to show a video that I don't have proof of, but here you go. You know, I don't know whether this is real or not. I always like to say that because discernment is up to you.
What's up, TikTok? So I'm doing an experiment that I've been wanting to do for a while. It's measuring the ether or the voltage in the air. And I've got a setup and a little bit of light left. I wanted to show y'all.
Can we see it?
What I've got going on.
Yeah, I do.
So I got my multimeter.
I'm playing a video right now.
The red lead is hooked up to the ground wire. I got the ground rod over there. Black lead is hooked up to a 50-foot spool of 26 gauge magnet wire.
You guys see this in the chat? Everybody see this and hear this?
Hooked up to a carbon fiber rod sanded down and got bare copper touching it. Hooked up to some balloons. So I'm going to be measuring. I have the wire marked at every 10 feet. And so I'm going to measure the voltage at 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, and 40 feet. So I'm going to document this, and I'll be posting the video in a few minutes. Okay, bye. What's up, TikTok? I currently have a set of balloons. I'm running out of daylight here, but I have a carbon rod hooked up to those balloons and the wire connected down to my multimeter.
We still see that?
It is grounded into my ground rod. I'm running out of daylight, but right now I'm about 30 feet in the air. I have the wire marked every 10 feet. I'm
Audio's
at
low, but people see it.
27 volts.
27
When I
volts.
start pulling it down. So right now, I have about 50 feet of wire.
For doing nothing. He's not spinning something. He's not capturing the sunlight.
Start pulling it down. So now here it goes down.
What are we watching? A guy with a balloon?
The balloons
Yeah.
measuring the voltometer in the
I
air.
seen that video.
He got one connected to the ground, and the bolt, and then the wires are going up on the balloon.
About 10 feet.
How high up you think it is about?
That looks like about 60 feet. Let me see of what he just showed just now. So maybe he was at like 100 feet.
Less voltage that is absorbing from the.
That's not far up at all. That's a 5-story building.
So now we're at roughly probably 6 feet above my head. And now we'll let the wire go, and you can watch it climb.
Look at it.
Higher
And
you go
and
up, the more energy you get.
the higher you go up, the more energy you get. So to say they're not manipulating what's going on up there with the weather is just absurd.
I have more light, but that's what they mean when you're harvesting energy from the ether.
Well, the simple fact that they don't allow anyone to have enough helium to make their own, balloons that would make them be able to go that high, freely on their own without having to spend a couple $100,000 on a plane.
Hold on, we can't hear you and the video, Matt. Yeah. Say what you want to say, Matt.
I was just saying, well, they don't allow anyone to personally buy or own any amount of helium where they can make their own balloon, where they could freely go to that height themselves, without having to spend a couple $100,000 on like a plane or something.
Well, what do you mean, like way up there? Because we
Yeah.
just said it's only a couple hundred. It's only 100 feet.
Oh, my bad.
You can do that with like helium or whatever,
Well, yeah, with that, you can go that height.
No
Sorry, I
problem, just by
couldn't
standing
audio
on a
on that.
building.
I was talking about measuring like at the higher you go, imagine how much is, really high.
Yeah,
up.
that's what I was saying. The high, if it's exponential, what's going to happen when you get way up there?
Exactly.
All right, I'll show that. You want me to show that video first, Dave?
You can show it, and then we'll talk about it. Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
So we can't see it on our stream. We have to watch it on the stream, right?
Right. Just go to the YouTube channel.
Okay. Just play the first video.
Okay. I'm going to your.
You don't have to play the whole thing, just some of it. We're like 10 seconds behind you or longer.
All right. Yeah, I just got to set it up. Right? Yeah, that's it. Everybody can see that in the chat. Yeah, for me, absolutely amazing. And I mean, just that stuff.
That's it. That's basically it.
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
So this machine, I have to be very careful what I say. It uses about 100 watts of electricity, like a light bulb, right? And it's taking energy out of the ether, and it also has it's not just connected to a ground wire in the wall socket. It's got its own 12-foot, inch diameter grounding rod into the ground, and it creates this phenomena that they call life force energy. It's not like a lot of people are familiar with the Rife
called
machine.
Life force energy.
Life force energy. That's what they call it.
Amazing,
right? Because all of your cells have life force energy, and as you get older, it gets weaker and weaker, and it's what repairs everything. So, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's like Rife." No, Rife. What Rife does is a completely different thing. It's taking frequencies and targeting specific, frequencies for specific diseases. This is one frequency for your entire body. So when you're connected to this, whether you're under the head unit or there's a pancake and you can put it on your lower back, anywhere on your body, your entire body, every cell has this energy in it. And where's my if somebody comes, touches their finger to you, a lightning bolt will jump out of your body, like from your toe, from your head, from whatever. And it's because your body has all of this energy in it. And they're doing things that, I'll just say it this way, because we're on YouTube and I can't make any claims. People are being sent home to die, and then people are using this machine and not dying, right? So it's weird. Just a coincidence, I'm sure.
So it's similar to an oscillator, but it's using the earth energy instead of using vibrations or frequencies. It's using more, electrical charge. That's natural from ether.
Yeah, and it's outputting thousands of watts. Where's that extra energy coming from? So, and then the guy that made it. He did. They had this is in Mexico, and he has a health facility, whatever you want to call it, a curing center, and he's speaking Spanish, and it was Santos Bonacci translated. I got to find the video. And he was talking about these things now that they're kind of all around the world. He shipped them to all different countries. There are more and more of them everywhere. And he talks about how it's literally like a point of light between the physical reality we live in and then the higher dimension reality where they come together. Think of it like a wall coming together. And each one of these is a point of light in this Ethernet. And it just blew me away how he explained this stuff. I don't understand what this thing does. I got a general idea, but I know that
So is he saying there's connectivity points that are could be in the air, but they exist on another plane of existence, another dimension?
This is what he said. He said, when you connect to it, they know you've connected. Okay, the people that run this realm that we never see or hear of, they know that you're connected. And he says, if you tried to run a commercial business, they would come and shut you down immediately. But if there's one here and one there and one there, and people are just using it, they don't care. This is what he says. Okay. And
who's this guy? Who's we're talking about?
This is a good friend. No. Is a friend of Santos and mine in down in Mexico. Okay. And he's making these devices. And they're, a few people have bought them, that have seen mine and gotten them, but they're quite amazing. And here's the thing: I haven't been sick. I haven't had a major illness, so I can't make any claims, right? You take a supplement, is it working? I don't know. I still feel great. Okay, is that the thing that's doing it? Like Matt, you're wearing your EMF beanie. Is it, are you feeling better because of it? Probably. But, it's like unless you're sick and see the difference. And I've seen somebody with diabetes that gets insulin every day without fail, has to give himself insulin, and he went on it for 15 minutes. He didn't need insulin for 2 weeks, right? And then I've seen other people that were said, you've got 4 weeks to live, and they're completely in remission, and their oncologist has no idea what the hell's going on. I've seen. I know that, like, I'll go on it for 10 minutes before I go swimming. I do a big swimming workout, and when I do, I swim like an animal. I swim so well when I'm on it. Like, my blood sugar is all good and everything, and I feel strong. So.
My question. So I have a few questions. I've thought about these over the times.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible that when we use these alternative methods to either gain an increased dopamine or happiness or energetic level, do you think this third party is like a way of overflowing what our natural bodies are supposed to be doing, and that there's a dump process as well, that there is a negative effect could possible? Or is it true that we can actually become better humans by third party things?
I think that we used to live a lot longer. I mean, like hundreds of years. And I think that this is, that this place, whatever, has limited our lives. So we never really live long enough and have time to understand what this place is and reach our full potential. I think this machine is counteracting it. I can't prove it, but I think that this machine has helped me stay very healthy, since I've been using it. I would say when you have it, my friend that had it, first he had one, he said, you feel it right away, but after 6 months is when the magic starts. And I would have to say right around the 6 months part, I started feeling super, like, really good. And I use it every day. Sometimes, like, I'm kicking back, like I'll throw on some YouTubes on the TV. I'll kick back on the pad, and I'll be on it for 2 hours, 3 hours. And it's amazing. You can't have too much of it, but 5 minutes is all you need. Also, you can go on it for 2, 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. And you've got yourself a good dose. And every single time I get on it, I'm just like, is this thing working? And I have a table with a metal frame, and I reach my foot out and I bring my toe near it, and lightning bolts jump from my toe to the table because they're running for the ground.
Lightning
I'm like,
bolts.
okay.
Lightning.
Nice.
Now
nice.
listen, owning this machine, is it in your opinion that the energy is in the air? I mean, you've had chance to, like, have you been researching more and more as you've found that you feel like it's helping you? Are you looking into it, and what are you hearing about it? What are you hearing about the technology being stolen? And like we just showed the video of all the buildings with the antennas and the mercury.
It's
and
the
so
same
there goes
energy.
your Boyd's
It's the same
battery as well.
energy.
Free energy comes from these copper, nickel, galvanic metals. Copper, nickel, what was the other ones? But anyway, granite and something else. Do you think that it's possible that there's just these earth metals that give us free energy that we don't need to capture from the sun or a wall outlet?
You look at these old world buildings, these castles that we'd really have a hard time building today. There's no bathrooms. Okay, there's no bathrooms, right? And they didn't have outhouses. Like, this world was something that we don't even fully understand.
Really?
Right? Maybe we were energy beings that didn't eat. There's I don't know, but what I do know is, everything they tell us the opposite is true. Free energy, you can't have it. Yes, you can. You need to eat to feel better. No, you need to not eat to feel better. That you'll die in 3 days without water.
Everything is opposite, right?
Everything is opposite. You'll die in 3 days without water, and 10 days or whatever without food. Bullshit. David Avocado Wolf is living with somebody that hasn't eaten in 15 years or 7 years, whatever the number is. Yeah. And there's a woman that hasn't eaten or drinking water in years.
Jeez.
And that breaks the paradigm. They can't let that information out because people's paradigms just completely break, and it frees their mind. When you break someone's paradigm, hey, the earth isn't a globe, it's flat, it breaks their paradigm and it frees their mind. The paradigm is a cell around your mind. That's your paradigm. However big it is, the bigger the better. It's a prison. But if you break someone's paradigm, that's a good thing, because now they're free to see other things.
Matt, with your knowledge, Matt Landman, with your knowledge connected to this, with the energy in the air, what have you learned in your experience on this world? What have you learned about the energy being in the air, what they're doing to control it, what they're doing to keep it from us? Are they using it to manipulate that weather, or are you not sure? What is your thought?
It's a constant assault. I mean, we're not really told what's going on, but if you tilt your head up and look every day at the sky, you don't really need anyone to explain to you what's going on. It's like you can see that something is nefarious is happening. So they'll mix the chemicals and zap them, and there's electrostatic that would otherwise, like, if they weren't messing with the weather and creating all these different systems and zapping the sky with HARP every few days, because I get it, where I live, it's either they're creating like some staticky weird drought thing by spraying these like clear, they'll make forest fire conditions, or they'll be moving storms through, but whatever it is, because I got one of those big golf balls on my mountain like 10 miles away, but I can see it if I just walk outside. I looked these things up. They're $20 million. And they're called NexRad or Doppler radars, but they say they're predicting the weather, but they're really controlling the weather by creating this like microwaving of the sky. You put the heavy metals in the sky, you zap it, and all this nonsense mayhem happens. Whatever they're going to do, create drought, steer weather storms, or whatever they do. But if you look into like a sprite, like the sky should have this natural cycle where static discharges go up into the upper atmospheres, like from the lower atmosphere up into the higher atmosphere. There's these discharges called sprites where there's like this beautiful stuff happening in the sky. Probably doesn't happen anymore because of all the chemtrail activity, and likely. So let's back up.
The chemtrail is what's like gusty.
Well,
the chemtrail is like blanketing our energy, so we can't capture it if we do figure it out.
I thought the sprites were.
Hey, can I just say something to you mind? Do you think, and not to be rude, I'm sorry, Matt. My bad.
No, you're good.
No, we're out. Yeah.
Do you guys think that we were giants and that then we were the Anunnaki
I'm
was like,
on to the Avatar. I think we were all energy beings and our skin was blue before they copperized us.
But I'm saying, if we were giants and we were like all up in that and we wouldn't have to eat because we would be big batteries.
Oh,
right. Like there's all these like people say this is a laying down giant, this mountain here and this whatever, all these mountain giants and whatever, and giant trees, and
that we
there was an
existed
ancient
in a
time
different
of giants, this and that.
in a different pressure system.
I think that our ancestors were not very easily managed because we had pineal glands the size of a Volkswagen VW Bug, for one, and two, we were up in that atmosphere where we didn't have to eat. Like we were literally, like Dave was saying,
coincide with Dave saying we didn't really know what we are. We lived in a different realm almost.
Right.
Well, we had like I said, was gonna say, we're not the same humans that were here prior to maybe the 1700s. I mean, there's a lot of evidence that there was a reset, and then there's evidence that the earth was repopulated after that reset. I mean, there was the orphan trains, there was the baby incubation stations. There's all these things to, get this a new population going and spread out all throughout the lands. So it's very plausible that we could have been giants, or we could have been humans that lived a lot longer, or been light beings. Who knows what we were prior to the reset?
Yeah, I think that we were much more advanced spiritual beings. I think that Nikola Tesla wasn't just one dude. I think that's a whole like rabbit hole conspiracy. Like you can go Walmart.com, Amazon, like the whole conspiracy is, or the whole supposed mainstream narrative is that like, oh, why don't they have Tesla in the textbooks? And oh, he was this special, like a genius that knew all these things that no one else did. I think he came from a time and place, or like a civilization kind of thing of higher consciousness. Like if you learn about, you guys ever been to Coral Castle? I've yet to go, but like that dude was tapped in.
Austin Thompson went to
Edley Scallion.
Good job. Yeah, I got his books. He hates women. Did you read his books? He hates women. It's crazy. But I hadn't read them for a couple years because he built that coral castle for this young girl, and she didn't even care. But he writes books about how women are. He just hates them. So if there's that. But either way, he was tapping into some free energy, and I think, or some sort of acoustical harmonic levitational energy. And I do think that tapping into those higher realms of consciousness and that electricity, I think the chemtrails probably disarm us from being able to tap into all that stuff.
That's such a great thought process, man. Thank you for sharing that with me, because that level of consciousness and the different ways that we could have even been, just as a structure of our own bodies, could have been a different altogether. That's pretty interesting. Here's a little video on chemtrail equipment, and that's why I say that this ties in, is because I think that the HAARP, the study of the upper atmosphere, right? The study of ionic pressures and whatever phenomena, I think it's called. The study of phenomena in the atmosphere, and that's why they're calling it phenomena, is because they don't have a name for it. They don't have a name for what they can't figure out.
Chemtrail generator. Oh, let's make sure that thing's working. We're gonna go check this out. I got it. Oh, look at that. They're working. They're working. You can see the chemtrails coming out of the entrance here. Look at that. I'm dying to take a picture. Oh, that's cool. My neighbor, you got it. So I chemtrail generator. I'm doing a video. Chemtrail generators are on. And yeah, there it is. Look, you can see them. Oh, hey, that's awesome. It's working.
I find it not only appalling, but I find it disgusting that we live in a society that doesn't understand what's happening around them when it's in their face. It's like, it's okay if you don't understand what's happening in China. Like, the shit is in your face, and we don't care. And that's really, 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 really sad to me.
Well, they're indoctrinated, dude. A lot of them, the media tells them that it's contrails, that chemtrails don't exist, and they eat that shit up. They buy it.
One more thing I want to hear from the other Matt is that exact topic. Now, I'm trying to wake my mom up, and I want to talk about two things. I've heard you I've seen you post lately a lot of times, even contrails are chemtrails, right? Is that if you could just explain that in just slight detail really quickly, and then I want to move on to the question that my mother replies, and oh, well, I looked it up, and cloud seeding, yeah, they've been doing cloud seeding. So what's your reply to that reply? So two-part question. Go ahead, however you feel like answering that. Let's smoke it up, chat. Thanks for being here. Thank you for that 10s membership subscription, Justin Johnson. Thank you, everybody who just joined. Appreciate all of y'all for being here.
So there's a mixing of chemicals going on in the sky. Different chemicals look different when they spray them. If you keep an eye on the sky and just keep on watching, what you'll see is when you have a nice clear day without chemtrails and the sky is a normal blue and you got white fluffy clouds, eventually you're going to see those contrail planes start coming out. Those are the short trails. If you keep an eye out, you'll realize they're actually priming the sky with what I believe is barium. So it's just because you can't see it unraveling into a persistent linear cirrus cloud formation or a line or whatever you want to call it, just because it's not persistent and you can't, doesn't mean it's not something being sprayed. So they'll prime the sky, like making a soup, you build your base, or like when you're painting a picture on some canvas and you want to put down some white paint first or whatever, they prime the sky with the barium. Then they come out with the medium-sized trails, which are strontium, I believe, and they mix all that shit together, and then they come out with the aluminum, maybe later that day, maybe day 2, whatever. But if you start to watch your sky, promise you, when you start to see all the planes in the sky are starting to leave those short dissipating trails, you will even see them side by side mixing together. Like a plane's going, it's doing a short trail, and then another one with a medium-sized trail. They're mixing two things together there. Start looking at things as if they're mixing, and it'll start to make sense to you. And then when they're all done with their little nonsense, they put the long ones in, which I believe are aluminum. And then because they've primed the sky, they can get the aluminum to bellow out into this haze. You ever look at it and be like, how did they get it to do that? It's like, you don't just put aluminum in the sky and then it unravels into this milky white haze and takes care of your effing sun for the whole day. They prime the sky with other reactive shit that's probably charged differently, so it bonds to it. So imagine you get your barium, you charge it with a positive charge or a negative charge or whatever. Then you get your aluminum, you charge it with the opposite charge. You get these things to mix together and have a chemical reaction together. You know, it's not that, like, they're perfecting their tools and like learning how to do it, and we're witnessing it and getting Alzheimer's and whatnot. The number one killer in the UK is now Alzheimer's and dementia, which is caused by aluminium, as they call it, toxicity in the brain, coming from all this brain nonsense that they're doing. Also in your deodorant, your sunscreen and shit like that. So don't use that. Please be aware of your aluminum intake. And also fluoride, you put the fluoride in your body, it pulls the aluminum, bypasses the blood-brain barrier, because fluoride and aluminum come from the same place. When you smelt and make aluminum, fluoride melts off of that. It's like a byproduct of aluminum, so it wants to rebond to it. So you don't want to mix aluminum and fluoride in your brain. It's a toxic recipe. So for people that say cloud seeding has been going on for a long time, I mean, it depends on who you're talking to. Talking to your coworker, you're talking to your grandma, it's a different story. Talk to your coworker, you're like, yo, dude, watch Frankie Skies. What are you, dumb? You're talking to your grandma. Seriously. You're talking to your grandma, you're like, well, yeah, in the 1960s, they were able to seed the clouds in Vietnam and make it rain for years. You know about that? But since then, the U.S. military-industrial complex, or whatever you want to say to your grandma or your mom, they've perfected it. And why don't they make it rain over? If they can make it rain, why don't they make it rain over droughts and whatnot? It seems like the powers that be, now that weather is a commodity that can be traded and whatnot, that these greedy hands have gotten involved. And did you know Bill Gates owns all the farmland? And if you can control the weather, you can make drought over these farmlands and gobble it up for cheap. It doesn't have to be a big conspiracy. It's just people that are greedy. It's greed, mom, grandma. They're greedy. They're trying to buy the farmlands so they can grow what they want.
They could, the greed, with all the money, they could fly hundreds of millions of planes a day. They could fly every single airport, every single plane that the airport could handle every single day, all day long, and not lose a cent. They have so much power that this can go on. And also, how do you feel? Well, we don't have to get too deep into it, but I'm just going to say that I've seen videos where AFB is on the wing, and the military is obviously involved. It's not private companies doing this. To go on this grand scale where they're doing it all over the world, not just here in America, it's happening all over the world. It is definitely a militarized operation, and it's in collaboration with other countries. Dave, I've noticed you posting a lot more chemtrail stuff lately. How do you feel about all this?
They've been spraying the crap out of our skies. A friend of mine was out fishing today, and he sent me a picture of them, catching a fish in the sunset, and all I could see was this crazy chemtrail skies, And
well, where do you think that NASA budget goes, you guys?
Yeah.
They have a chemtrail program. NASA, what is their budget? 80, 90 million? I don't know.
That's what I mean. They could launch these things all fucking day long, rockets into the ocean, doesn't matter. And you think that they're wasting money? No. Here, let's watch this real quick.
Well, sir, you've certainly vanquished all your enemies, the elementary school, the local tavern, the old age home. You must be very proud.
No, not while my greatest nemesis still provides our customers with free light, heat, and energy. I call this enemy the sun. Since the beginning of time, man has yearned to destroy the sun. I will do the next best thing. Block it out.
Good God.
Imagine it, Smithers.
Oh, I forgot to hit transition. Hold on.
But sir, every plant tree will die.
You guys notice that they spray you guys can hear me?
Yeah.
they'll spray like crazy, and then the mainstream news will be like, pollen count is really high today,
Man,
and
a
everyone's
video.
all
I know you
like
can't see it. A
running
video's
eyes
playing.
and
Hold on
all
one second,
sick, and
man.
they're like, pollen's really- Meanwhile, it's like chemtrail grid block. It's crazy. You notice that?
This enemy,
Yeah.
the sun. Since the beginning of time, man has yearned to destroy the sun. I will do the next best thing. Block it out.
Good God.
Imagine it, Smithers. Electrical lights and heaters running all day long.
But, sir, every plant and tree will die. Owls will deafen us with incessant hooting. The town sundial will be useless. I don't want any part of this project. It's unconscionably fiendish.
I will not suffer your insubordination. There has been a shocking decline in the quality and quantity of your toadying, Whalen, and you will fall into line. Now!
No. No,
I mean, I'm on the YouTube and I can see it.
Until you step back from the brink of insanity.
I'll do no such thing. You're fired.
Mr. Burns.
Take that, Smolderama. Take that, convenient.
The Simpsons never lie.
Nuclear power plant. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Especially the old Simpsons.
Yeah, that's too funny. Anyway, you know how they always show the truth in The Simpsons, so that's the last video I got. I think it's hilarious. All right, so let's catch up on some other news. Dave, how's the app running? Oh, are you share? You can share a screen? A guest has joined. Did that pop up? Oh wait, hold on. I can't hear you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got somebody muted for some reason.
So
Say that
bad.
again, Dave. Start over.
Can you see the beautiful sky?
The beautiful sunset. Oh my God! What is going on in the sky? Jeez.
And people don't see it. They're like, "Oh, it's so beautiful. It's a little cloudy today," and I'm like, "Can you just die?"
It's totally different. It's a haze. It's not clouds.
Yeah.
All right. It's so sad. And that, like you said, you'll see your buddy's picture or something, and all you can think about is how gross the sky looks, and they're like, "Yeah, check this out, check that out," and you're like, "Dude, look up." You don't see that?
Look up. Yeah. So, can I tell you something about the app? Can I show you something new?
I bet
Something
it's
first
fucking
time?
amazing. I can't wait to do it.
Let's check it out.
It is super amazing. Let me see if I can show this here. So right here we have a new button. This is the matchmaker, and if I click it, see, and so I turn it on, and it's okay. I'm a male. I put my birth year in there. I'm looking for a female. I could put date range. I click this whole row. I could say whatever I want, and then I say search, and you can swipe from user to user to see who's in who's in your range. Like I'll say my radius. I put the radius. I have a 5,000 miles, but you can go down to very small increments. And it's also a friend finder if for like single people. You might be looking for a romantic person. Whoop! What happened here? Oh, I'm not showing it. Hold on. Sorry. There we go.
There it is.
So I'm gonna say. I got a little crap for this ready. It says, I'm looking for male, female, or either. Either means, hey, I'm looking for some single people to hang out with. I'm looking for some single male friends to be wingmen and go out and find some single women. So you can search for both. So I set it for, I just go max now because there's not a whole lot of people on it. And I say search, and up comes a list of people. Just let it load for a second. And I can go from user to user to user and see who's out there available for who's single. And you can message the person, and you could video call with them, and you could share stuff, add as friends. And so people are you can actually preload. This isn't out yet, so when you're looking for this button, it's not on the app.
Wow.
But if you go into your profile, so right now on your app, on the current version, if you go, oops, wrong thing. Hold on. If you go into your profile, and so what I'm telling people is, if you're interested in this, go fix up your profiles, add some nice pictures, put some nice posts in there, put some information about yourself, like you're actually doing it for a dating site. Click the edit button on the top right, and then you'll see it says matchmaker. This will be off, right? So turn it on, and these fields will open up down here where you can select, your preferences. Now, when you do this is what I just did. It's just mirrored from the unit. And select your radius and then say update. And you're not going to be able to search and see results like I did. But when it goes live, you'll be included in those results. So I say get on early. So that's one thing. What do you think?
Cool. Yeah, excellent fucking addition. Are you kidding me? I'm sure people have been waiting for that.
Yeah, and then the other one is I got it sideways here, but you can't see it, so I'll just click the button, the meetup maker. So I can say sort by date. I can say, all right, show me all the meetups that are between April. We'll go from now until June 20th. Now until July 20th, and I say search, and these are just all tests, of course. There's just one in the radius that I selected. I could say, show me all the meetups within 500 miles. Oops. This is actually a test version, so hold on. So I could say, all right, list your own meetups, right here. List your own meetups. So I go here, and I could just put in all the information, add a photo, add everything, and then it'll create that. And then you could also say, let me go back. Let's not go back. This is it's actually complete on Android, but not on iOS yet. But I'm showing you on iOS. You click alert me of local meetups, and you can put in your preferences. Right, anything within 1,000 miles, 500 miles, 100 miles, and then you put in your email, and then you'll literally get that thing will be emailed to you, letting you know that there's a meetup within your selected radius. Pretty cool. And you can search by location, you can search by name. So let me say, yeah. So let me see if I can search, because this I needed to update this version. Edit my meetups. Let me see if that's in there. So this is nope, only one there. I can't hook the Android up, but this should be done maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. Another day or two. So it's going to be a game changer for people to easily set up meetups and not to miss any meetups. Like, you know what? Like there's meetups all the time, and after them, people are like, oh, I wish I had known. All you got to do is set up your radius. Say, hey, alert me everything within. You'll get an email and you say, oh, you know what? I might drive for that. Or, make it just say alert me within 100 miles, and then you'll get less notifications. But it's going to be really good. And then also the matchmaker. I don't want to call it dating, because you might want to find some single bros to hang out with. It's going to bring a lot of people together. It's going to really, really help. And so set up your profile now. Make your profile nice. And then another thing that we're doing is I'll go into the friend finder, and if you go up to the referral area, you're going to have, it's a little different layout here. We have now the dome, and that's going to be crypto that you're going to get. You enter your MetaMask right here. These are just tests right here. And anytime you get a referral, you get the points, and you also get 1,000 dome. What is dome? What is Dogecoin? It's a crypto. This one actually has utility, and the utility is you're opening people's minds. You're mining people's minds, right? It's proof of mind instead of proof of work or proof of stake. And every time you get a referral, you're generating another 1,000 dome that go to you. And what can you do with those? I don't know. There's going to be things on the app that you're going to be able to purchase with them. People might start trading them. The market cap of Dome hasn't even come out already, and people are already buying it. So, what's the potential? The worst case scenario for newbies is you learn how to open up a wallet and you learn how to trade some crypto, and it costs you absolutely nothing.
The sky's the limit.
Literally. Yeah, the sky. Well, the sky is the limit. Literally. Because there's a limit. The saying. The saying, the sky's the limit. Well, yeah, the sky is the limit. And you say all the way to the moon. That's not that far. I love you to the moon. That's not that far. Like I live in Connecticut, and I could say I love you to the moon, or I love you to New York City. I think New York City's farther.
I don't know if you've seen lately though. These P950s and P900s and P1000s are taking storm. People, I'm myself included, are taking footprints off the pictures of footprints on the moon. So I love these new cameras that are out.
Yeah, and if you click the Dome thing, this shows you. It's if you want to learn about Dome, it's Dome Shot. Dome Shot. Domeshot.io. Domeshot.io.
What's that? So that's pretty badass. You're really putting a lot of applications in there to connect truthers together.
Yeah, and then because you have your MetaMask in there, people can send you some crypto. Like, hey, let me send you some crypto, and another crypto, because it's all any Ethereum based crypto can go to that wallet address. Yeah. Maybe people will start tipping each other that way. Maybe, who knows? There's a lot to it. So check out domeshot.io. It's there.
Nice, dude.
Hype on Reddit for the Dome.
Was that all showing? That was just showing on the screen, right?
Yeah.
Cool. That. So those are, and there's a lot of little things. Like now when you get a notification that, hey, somebody sent a message, when you click it, it just brought you to the app before. Now it's going to bring you all the way to the thread, which is cool. And also when you create a meetup, it's going to say, would you like to create a chat group for this meetup? And you type that in there, and it'll automatically create that chat group. So people will go to that chat group, so you can organize and communicate better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe like a Discord type of deal where there's different, levels to it and stuff. That's really nice. Well, that's nice.
Yeah. So that's going to be good. And you know what? I'm not asking people to go out and do stuff that they don't want to do already. You want to wake people up to Flat Earth? Get them the app. That's literally probably the single best way right now to wake up a newbie is if they get the app. I don't know what's going on with my connection here. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, the app has it's not just a clock, right? I mean, when you sign on to the app, you've got a space for the video of the day, or what is it, the video of the week, or the truth video?
Video of the day. Every day there's a new video right here. So everybody listening, I'm sure everyone listening, I know you guys already have the app, which is cool. But people, whenever you show someone the app, the image section has gotten so good. I use the image section more than anything else. I actually use it during my presentations. I'll bring up images like you want to show somebody long distance. So I got that you just say we see too far.
So you got a search bar now.
Yeah, the see too. Whoops, did I type that right?
Within that section, got you.
Yeah. See too far. Let's go. And and here's this 700 mile. These mountains back here.
Did you say 700 mile? That doesn't
700
sound like to me.
Yeah, and that's it's 50 miles of missing curvature.
Wow.
50 miles. Well, what's the elevation height? I put in the elevation height to get that. It's actually over 50 miles, but I don't think I'm on top of a 50-mile high mountain.
Well, you know how that works, Dave. I mean, the light is bending the image back to make it look flat.
So back here, these are 700 plus miles away. What about all the way over here? Oh, these puppies are even farther.
It's called bendy light. It's called bendy
light. Those are even farther. This photo right here
Don't you know about gravity?
Yeah, gravity, the bendy light. I mean, it's crazy. I took this photo. It was one day where the sun lined up with these buildings. These churches.
You're missing it.
It comes comes and it goes. I got a bad cable. I just ordered some new cables. Hold on.
Touch it with love.
Yeah. So there it goes. Here it comes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom.
Magic show.
No magic show. It's a goner. Come on.
Do it.
You know what? I got a better way to do it. Ready? I have backups, baby. I got backups.
Backups on
So
backups.
I go right here and we go transition. And so this is the Mac version, which is also almost ready to come out. I know I've done a false alarm before. And so I've typed in see too far. Right. This picture, all of these church steeples are not visible unless the sun backlights them on this, 1 or 2 days a year.
They
right?
look like they're leaning away from you.
These things are in like South Jersey from where I am. They're like 70 miles away. Yeah. And you couldn't see them until the sun went beyond them.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, I mean, if you look, let me see, can I make this bigger? Zoom in. I can't zoom in. Can I zoom in? No, I can't zoom in. But there's other steeples farther and farther and farther back. It's amazing. Amazing.
That is amazing. And this is
Yeah.
what I say, when we take these long distance photos, you would think that the stuff would look like it's leaning away a little bit. It would look like it's...
Well, the
falling
global
in
argument
right
for that is it was spinning at like 1.3 degrees, and you couldn't tell that if you're standing next to it. Hey, that's a good argument. I'll give
you that.
Argument, but
We
I
give
still
him
don't
something,
agree.
right?
I'll give him something. But think of something that you'd want to, like, you're talking to somebody about flat Earth and you want to show them something. What would you want to show them?
Everything.
Got anything? No, like give me one, like one objection. They'd be like, what about
the Flat Earth app has everything, I feel like. That's
well, it's Southern flights, right? So you type in SOUT, boom, there's all the Southern
pass?
flights. Yeah, they're all there, right there. Look, you say, hey, look, this is the World Cup, Doha. They went to Rome and then to Buenos Aires. Look, Doha, Rome, Buenos Aires. They went the wrong way. But all of them are right at your fingertips. I actually use this on a lot of my presentations. Instead of jumping all over the place, I just go on the app and I just keep using this. And so anybody that's, a lot of people said, Dave, can you give me a lot of people ask me for files and stuff because they want to go on other shows. Just use the app, plug your app in, and everything you need is there now. So this you can just use these images for presentations. And also, if you didn't know, you can say, I'm going to share. So you hit the select image and you could pick up the 5 images and then you can share them however you want. Boom, click share and it'll give you all of your options. And then you just email them or text them or whatever.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. And then the last thing is, which is not new, is the video search. Am I frozen? I froze. What's going on here?
Are you froze?
There we go. I did.
No biggie.
The app froze. That's give me 1 second. So, well, there's a video search. So anything, people like Dave, where is the video you did on InfoWars or you did with XYZ podcast? Just type it into the video search. Any video, type in sunsets, type in whatever you want.
Like biblical flat Earth references and stuff.
Yeah, well, there's a biblical section, but you can literally type in biblical, and it'll come right up.
Gotcha.
It does all of the tricks that you would want a flat Earth app to do.
It does all of the tricks that you'd ever want done. Not just that.
You think of it, and wizardry will happen right in front of your face.
Yeah,
it's pretty amazing, Dave. I'm glad you're out here with us fighting this good fight.
I'm a grifter just trying to sell apps. So get it right.
It's working.
Go ahead, use that, people. Use that.
Copy and paste, grifting it up.
Yeah. So if you typed in, what's the category? I'm looking for, I don't know, sunsets.
I want.
Now there is a.
Yeah, sunsets on a flat Earth. That's what
sunsets. So I just type in sunsets, and here are all the videos on sunsets. Right. So
that was the question I had earlier. I know you've put my memes. I make the greatest memes, like the one with the yacht, and it says 36 billion, and then below that it says, the lunar buggy, 38 billion.
Yeah. So
Where do you put
go to. So I would type in buggy. Is that it?
There it is.
That's you.
Yeah.
Right there. I got all keywords. That's yours?
Yeah, that's mine, bro.
Nice.
Yes.
I mean, think about that. With inflation and everything, it's still less than that stupid Jeep with the beach chairs and the umbrella.
With the Jeep
Okay?
with the fucking camping chairs and umbrella.
Yeah, those are horrible chairs. Like if I went camping and somebody brought those chairs, I'd be like, get the fuck out of
And
here.
they're like, well, it was into the research and development, and do you know how long it took to make those tires? And it's like, dude, you don't know anything.
Yeah. So again, the search features it's changed it for me because like I don't know where like I have channels all over the place and there's so many videos like I don't know where they are, but now it doesn't take me any time to find them. You can just search.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're searching through YouTube. It's not like they're going to show us Neil deGrasse. When I type in sunsets on a flat Earth, they're not going to show me Bill Nye, the science guy, floating a boat over the curve.
No, and I could even search on my channel for a video, and it doesn't show up half the time.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
And here's the other thing I'm requesting. If anybody, like, if there's a great video, something that, you know, from another channel or whatever, it's really good for Flat Earth, send me the link, say, hey, this might be good on the app, and I can, just in my control panel, I could link that video to the search with all the keywords that are in the video, in the title, and so people will be able to find it. So I add videos every single day, every night. Like I'm ready to go to bed. I was like, you know what? Let me add 5 videos and 10 images. And I just keep adding and keep adding and keep adding. But anyone that wants to help, send me the gravy. But first, check to make sure it's not in there because it probably already is.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you had the WikiLeaks dump of the moon landing on there.
Though I don't have the WikiLeaks dump of the moon landing. I am going to add that Flat Earth Wiki channel as a button on the app. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
I got you.
You got any questions for these guys, Matt? Co-host Matt? Tinfoil Matt? We've branded Matt with a new truth or conspiracy name now. His name is now Tinfoil Matt, so we won't confuse Matt Lamon and Tinfoil Matt.
That's right. No, I was just saying, I think the most damning evidence for if you want to start somebody off with dismantling the NASA lies is starting with the moon landing, and there's no more damning evidence than the real uncut outtakes and the footage of them riding around in the desert and pictures of the videos of the actual astronauts fucking off, cracking jokes while they're filming in the desert and they're filming in the TV studio. I mean, that's the best evidence ever for proving that the moon landing was a hoax. And that's a great starting point for, showing people that all that NASA shit is nonsense. Yeah,
it's a great, what do you say, like icebreaker to be like, yeah, there's even an app. It's one thing for, and 5 years ago, I say 10 years ago, 8 years ago, whatever, to talk about conspiracy theories was so taboo. But today, it is literally table talk, and people are joining the conversation when they start hearing about conspiracy theories or something anti this or anti that. It is not frowned upon anymore, and even friends and family are getting involved and want to know more. Everybody's kind of wants to know more. So yes, the Flat Earth app is a perfect way to get them on that information train.
Mike, everybody, what? For those of you that haven't seen this, I think this is one of the best moon landing things. They talk about the shadows intersecting. Watch the shadow on this guy. So the shadow, let me just go back. The shadow the sun is off to the left, and his shadow's going off to the right here.
Let me bring it up. Hold on.
Right. The sun is off to the left, and the shadow's going across to the right. You with me? Am I up?
You're up.
All right. Sun is off. The shadow's to the right. So now this guy's going to run off, and so the camera's just going to pan. Going to pan a little bit, pan, just following over, and now the shadow is
90 degrees.
It's 90 degrees. Wait, it gets worse, right? And then he's going to go a little bit farther. Just going to pan over just a little bit farther, and now the shadow's pointing in the opposite direction.
Gosh, I haven't seen this.
You haven't seen that, and now it gets worse.
The shadow's constantly changing while he's walking around.
It gets worse. Wait, look, he can't put a flag in the ground, but they're going to build a train on the moon, okay? They're going to build a train. So now, check this out. This is from the middle of the middle. Watch his visor. Wait, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4 lights, 4 square lights in his visor. 4 square lights. Ready, ready? Here it comes. When he turns, you
What,
see
a
there's
studio
two.
light. A light.
One, two. 1, 2, and now he's gonna run around, and you're gonna see.
A
Ready?
studio light.
3, 4. Right? You think it's something like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's doubts, but that's the best explanation I can come up with.
The shadows alone, you can't do that with the sun. You wouldn't have a stronger light source to cause a different shadow. It would be
Right.
That was retarded.
Right. Hey, I want to plug something. In the Flat Earth store. Oh, I got something new to tell you. In the Flat Earth store is Matt's clothing line, and the saddest thing about summer, I love summer, but these hats that he has with the EMF protection in them are the greatest thing ever. I'm so happy whenever I'm wearing it, but it's too hot to wear in the summer. Matt, tell him the good news.
We're gonna start having my summer beanies in there too. So
Yes.
I've got these summer. This one actually, it's a breathable, lightweight silver blend with cotton, polyester silver blend. It's breathable. It still protects EMF, and it's great for the summers. And
I put that.
look forward to having
I put that hat on, and immediately my mind just slows down. It just calms down. And when I don't put it on, I'm like, why am I so crazy today? I put it on. I just try meditating with it on, or just put it on, and you'll literally go
to like study myself firsthand.
Dude, you gotta try it. And I'm near a lot of Wi-Fi signals, and maybe it's even more effective for me. But I love that thing, and I'm excited to have a thinner one. And then I got another announcement. I'm opening up a shop. I finally found something. Let me grab it. Hold on.
The Plug Master Flex is in the house.
And he didn't show us his free energy machine yet, did he?
Yeah, he did. Right before we crashed.
Oh, right.
And also, there's a coupon there.
That was the
if
video.
you do want to check out the shop.
Oh, go ahead,
for the
man.
listeners, there's a Flat Earth coupon on my shop.
10% off. What's the code? It's Flat Earth.
Flat Earth, yeah, exactly. It's Sparrow Gear, SPERO-gear.com for the.
Oh, that's what Dave has up on his window right now.
It's right on the app.
Yeah,
right on.
Use code Flat Earth, and also yes, I was going to mention it in the beginning, but with all the technical difficulties, Matt Lamon is also the sponsor of the THC show, High Vibrations. So make sure you head on over to actualactivist.com and SpiroGear.com and Frankenskies.com. Please make sure you spread awareness to your friends and family.
All right, so you guys remember my let me show you my compass. Where is it? Backgrounds. Where is it? Compass. So, wow, there it goes. So that doesn't really show up so well. Let me try that again.
Make it red.
I can do it this way. How about this?
A white background.
Oh, come on.
That was cool. It like disappeared into the smoke.
Yeah. Well, that's not working out. Let me find compass. I guess I can turn off. I can't. Well, whatever. See this compass that you can't see? right here, the south compass. There it is. It's cool, right? So let me turn off the smoke.
I can't turn mine off. It's real.
All right. So we got this. We're making these out of metal. Here's a copper one.
Sick.
Yeah. And
some wall deck.
Yeah. This is another one. This one says Flat Earth Dave on it. They most of them are just plain like this. This is like a metal, a peppered metal, and they're heavy. They're made of steel. These are the 14 inches, right? They go from 12 inches to 36 inches, right? And they're awesome. They look amazing on the wall.
We got to make rims. We're gonna do big things. But 20-inch Flat Earth.
The pricing is ridiculous. They're from $25 for the foot long, and then they're the 36 inches. I think it's like $150.
What's it made out of?
Steel. They're heavy. They weigh like 5 pounds each.
Wow.
And they're very sturdy. They're perfectly cut. They're powder coated. You have any color choice that you want, all these different colors and textures. They're absolutely
Have you ever
amazing.
sold something before?
Well, I'm not doing it because the guy that owns the company,
Like sold something before.
he built a website. I think it's called icewall.shop. I don't know if it's open. It's not open yet. And he's going to do the manufacturing on demand, shipping, everything, and takes care of it. I just want people to have these because they're amazing. People love them. If you watch Owen Benjamin's stream, he's got one up on his wall from the original ones that I had made. Icewall.shop. Yeah, there it is. And I don't. It might not be active yet.
Yeah, just send me one. You want to sell some of those puppies? Yeah, send me one.
They're print on demand. I won't have them in my hands, but maybe if I have some samples. I'm actually taking those samples to Austin, Texas with me next week. Hey Dave, why are you going to Austin, Texas?
What are you doing in Austin, Texas?
First, I'm having a meetup on Tuesday the 27th. Is that the day? Tuesday the 27th. Let me just make sure that's the day.
Did you did Cam just do a thumbs up for you because you did a thumbs up?
Oh, did you see that? I don't know how to turn that off. That's so funny. Tuesday the 27th, I'm having a meetup with. Tuesday, May 28th. A meetup with Matt Long. But yeah, did you check us out? I go like this.
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
Wait, that does a thumbs up. This does something else. What's this? I don't know what the heck this is.
Why balloons for Pete?
Watch this. I don't know. I do this, the devil, and I get friggin' lasers.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a.
I have no idea how to turn it off. I don't even know what program's doing it.
Oh man.
It just started happening.
You're older than most of us and know more about this shit than we do. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. I really don't know how to turn it off.
Funny.
But I can tell you.
I thought you froze like you did.
No, I did freeze. My mind froze.
Holy shit.
I'm going on the Roseanne Barr show.
That's what we were just talking. Told you.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going on what's the other show? I'm going on a couple. I'm going to hold off. I'm going next week. Next week.
That's where you're going to Austin, Texas.
I'm going on another show that maybe made the frogs gay.
No.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and then the end of the Way Forward that did the end of COVID series. I'm going on that show, all in Texas, in person, in studio. Week? Yeah.
Oh. Big lineup.
Exciting.
Big things.
It's gonna be good. And then this week, Wednesday. What's today? Monday. Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to be on the Jesse Lee Peterson show live, 10 a.m. Nice. Right?
I'll be there.
We need people in the chat. Yeah, let's everyone get in the chat. Jesse Lee Peterson, he's awesome. He's like a total God-loving Christian, but he's very cool about it. He's very cool.
Are we talking about black dude?
Yeah, he gets 500,000 subs.
I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, he's the best.
He says it how it is. He says
that people are evil. Forgive your mother. Blah, blah, it's just all this stuff. He's amazing.
Love it.
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
I'll come support that chat.
The over under on how many times I say amazing is going to be set at 15. Okay, I'm setting it at 15.
How are you setting it?
I'm setting the over under on how many times I say amazing. How many times I can slip it in the show.
Okay.
He said that's his key line. Amazing. You tell him something, he goes, amazing.
So you think you're a man? Amazing.
I think I'm going to say amazing 15 times. You think
you're a woman? Amazing.
amazing.
All right.
Well, and Matt's hats are amazing.
Oh,
amazing. His caps are amazing.
Throw us all out there. Get on Jesse Lee Peterson and just start shouting all of us.
I'm gonna say a lot of amazing people out there. I really just want to introduce his audience to the flat Earth on whatever it takes them to see it, and then they'll all be over here.
Is this why they're bringing you on? Or have you been invited? Have somebody tapped you on the shoulder, and now you're just
their producer of that show is a big fan. Says he's seen my stuff, wants me on.
Fuck yeah.
And I reached out to Roseanne a long time ago, and her son is like, yeah, man, I love it. Right after Eddie, Right after Eddie was on,
She's
and
awake,
I wrote,
man. You watch her TikToks and stuff, and she's talking all great things.
She in 2012, I was at Gathering of the Vibes Music Festival, and I was actually walking around with chemtrail signs that day, trying to wake people up to chemtrails in 2012.
Holy shit!
And then that evening, there's 45,000 people in the field, and the band, we're waiting for the band to start, and Roseanne Barr, I didn't even know she was there. She comes out on stage. She was running for president, and she's like, F the friggin', they're all scumbags, just going off like they're pedophile, child molesters. I mean, she was throwing it all out there. I froze in my tracks. I'm like, this woman's saying everything I was afraid to say. Right. And then she kind of like leaped me forward in my truth journey. After that, I was like, I'm going to do more because of the way she came out. And it was awesome. She was amazing. She was amazing. Here's two right there. Yeah. Two.
Now you're blurry. What in the hell? Yo,
I gotta find out. Maybe what does this one do?
Oh, I was
Nothing.
Say,
Nothing.
Double it.
The double thumbs up. That'll probably do something. Nope. God, it's pretty smart.
We were born in a time where people weren't offended by things. Now it's like, whoa.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I was born in a time that if you sucked at baseball, you didn't get an award. You didn't get a trophy.
You would hear about it.
Only the top 3 people got trophies.
They don't get trophies anymore? Oh, everyone gets a trophy.
No, everyone gets a trophy.
Oh, yeah,
everyone gets a trophy.
Balloon football or whatever.
Yeah. And now, wait, one more thing. June 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, going to be in the UK. Dorset, if that's the place. I believe that's the place. 4-day music, truth, and health, and flat Earth. We're going to have a booth there. Dave, Trinity 4 is going to be there helping Ian Leahy and myself. Dave Murphy's going to be there, and a whole bunch of other people. It's going to be an amazing. There you go. There's 4. Festival, and it's cheap too. It's like $40 a day. You camp.
Oh,
you can
super cheap to fly to the UK and stay.
Well, if you're in the UK, stop it. You can camp. I'm talking to people. Come on, this is a worldwide show, isn't it? Don't we have people all over the world listening to this?
Oh yeah.
Hey, there's some people coming from the United States. It's going to be looking to get away. So I'm just throwing it out there. It's going to be good.
It's a flat Earth meetup, right?
Well, we're turning it. We said that nobody leaves the festival without becoming a flat earther. We got 500 flat Earth pins, and basically we're gonna get people when they see it, they get a pin, but first they have to do their flat Earth oath, and they put their hand on Edward Hendry's book, and they have to do
all these satanic rituals started.
Yes, it's just like that. Okay. They gotta swear their oath to the flat Earth.
Matt. That reminds me, and before we go, let's just real quick, if you can, do you mind wrapping up a quick summary of your trip to Scotland? I keep waiting to ask you about that. I haven't gotten a chance to hear.
2 months ago, I went to Scotland. I was the main speaker at the first ever anti-geoengineering chemtrail rally in Scotland, in Edinburgh, and it was a big hit. People came from all over the world, really. And it was so good that we're doing it again and this Saturday in Glasgow, and I'll be speaking again. I got my speech that I give on chemtrails, and I give out T-shirts and all that. What's up?
They have deep voice in Glasgow, right?
Yeah, they're great. They're great people. You can hardly understand the thing that they're saying, but they like to drink, and it's perfect. They're very inspiring in that they care about chemtrails. People are rallying over there. Coming together and bringing that awareness, like they hadn't had their first ever chemtrail protest, so they did, and there's some momentum building there. And I'm putting together some chemtrail protest stuff in London as well. So I'm going to be going to London tomorrow, and I'm hosting a little chemtrail protest on Thursday in London, and then Saturday in Glasgow. So, and that'll be streamed live. Good luck finding it, but it's on the flyer, and yeah, I'll try to get it out there, but it'll be streamed live on Saturday. So that'll be great. There's musicians, poets. And last time I was really stoked. There was a guy that was doing poetry, and he, this Scottish man, but he had an amazing poem about flat Earth and dropped it all on everybody at the protest. It was really cool. I forget his name. Horrible person.
You say the passion was real high over there for the activism?
for the people that are caring and waking up and stuff, and a lot of children, different people of all walks of life, there are people that are waking up. Some people came and they're like, I just woke up to chemtrails last week. A lot of people said that the lockdowns made them start looking up and whatnot, but the mainstream media will not tell you this, but there is a rising consciousness. It's happening. Dave could tell you, if people are willing to break out of their helio lie, then there is a rising consciousness. People are changing the way they think and perceive the world, and we're here to push them over the edge of the flat Earth.
Hey, the Edward Hendry's book, The Greatest Lie, kind of looks like the Bible of flat Earth. So people are going to put their hand on that, and before they get their pin, they have to say, "I solemnly swear to uphold the truth of the flat Earth, to reject the deceit of the round Earth, and to speak the knowledge of our flat Earth to all who will listen." What do you think? That's pretty good.
I feel like that's already my inner mantra. Yeah. It's easily agreeable.
And anybody that we can't convert, we're going to offer them a free vaccine, so nobody leaves without becoming a flat earther.
That's pretty kind of you.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Serenity poem.
It's almost like you want to help people.
AA or something.
Yeah. All right.
Great episode. So sorry about those technical difficulties. I see people are still in there clicking that membership, man. I appreciate y'all in the chat. We got 40 people still chilling. It's been a hell of a lot of new information too from both of you guys. So Dave, congratulations on the app going so well. Matt, congratulations on the Spiro gear and your activism and traveling to these to being a speaker and being invited across the world. You guys are doing big things, man. You're gonna go down in history. You understand? So
it's a group effort, my friend. It's a group effort. As you see, my app, it's got stuff on there that you made, man.
I love
those memes are. I've used that meme so many times that I guarantee it's turned a bunch of people into flat earthers. So thank you.
That's what I do, man. That's my purpose. That's what I'm here for. So
hey, maybe that does something.
Do it. You gotta.
See, that's weird. Like old Shaka doesn't do anything, but that
two in the pink,
that does something. like what is going on? That's not good. Dude. It's not good. It's not good. Wait. What's thumbs down?
It does
nothing.
Like bad things. It just doesn't like bad things.
But thumbs up works.
Probably.
Bizarre.
Facebook only has one angry face. You don't get to make. You're not allowed to have any other emotions.
Or YouTube, they took away the thumbs down. Remember?
Yeah, and YouTube, you're not even allowed to not like stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or know how many results there are for something.
Too
right.
Too crazy. Yeah, like FE. 300 billion on TikTok, but just a couple thousand on YouTube.
All right, guys. Peace out.
We're gonna catch you guys later, Matt and Dave. Yeah, we'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna give away.
Dave, I need to get that information on that machine you were talking about, though.
Yeah, make sure you leave us a link to that.
I sent you those videos are there. If you're interested, if anyone's really interested, there's a Facebook page. Just send me a message. I'll send it to you. Where he puts all the information on there, but they're not cheap. So unless you're ready to, spend a lot of money, they're not cheap.
Right.
I figured as much.
If Dave is saying that, it's not cheap.
They're not cheap. But luckily, crypto bought it for me. And if I had kept that crypto, they'd be really cheap because that amount of crypto is worth very little money right now.
Oh, good job.
So
smart plays.
Yeah, I lucked out there.
All right,
fellas. Guys. All right, guys. See ya.
Again. Thank you.
See you guys. Keep in touch.
See you, Matt.
Later, Matt. Have a good trip. See ya.
Thanks.
Yeah,
you too.
Safe.
Have a good trip to Austin. Later.
All right. Let's see here.
I'm sure. I wonder what a lot is. Probably like $10,000 for those.
No, I'm sure it's more than that. I mean, you saw those freaking capacitors there, like.
I just know looking at oscillators.
He was
holding
that
wire.
Like that. I've never seen anything like that where that electricity was coming off onto his hand all around that wire like that.
Yeah, that's fucking dope. But I'm saying oscillators is kind of like the same thing. Is like a similar thing. It's a natural technology that can heal people as well, and that price range is like $10,000 to $20,000.
Yeah,
sometimes more. But
Just so everybody knows, we now have pink, blue, red of those LED hats that I sell on the store. Go check out thcshow.live. Also, Matt, you want to tell them about your auto glass?
Actually, yeah, we have some news for Florida's finest auto glass. If you're in the greater Florida area, Jacksonville, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, Orlando, we do mobile windshield replacement. But in the Tampa area, we are now offering $99 repairs. So if you have a small chip in your windshield that's smaller than 6 inches and you don't want to have to make an insurance claim, we're doing mobile windshield repair on site for $99. So you can get in touch with us at FloridaFinestGlass.com, or you can call us at 833-314-5277. That's 833-31-GLASS.
Nice, bro. Appreciate Justin Johnson, Tony Coriolis, Lord Racer. Thanks, guys, for signing up for those memberships. Let's give away a free hat. Hopefully it's one of you for all the good energy you've put out there. And you can pick which color. You can either pick a pink, blue, red, or a black one. I have tons of black ones. Let me get a number real quick.
Definitely a great show, man.
Yeah, man. That's a lot of new information for me.
Yeah, definitely. Covered a lot of good stuff. Yeah, thank you everybody for showing up for the show. As always.
All right, I got a number, and if you guys want to throw it in the chat, go ahead, start. If you want to win a free hat. If you want to win a free hat. Throw a number in the chat if you want to win a free hat. 1 through 50. We'll do 1 through 50.
Who's going to get it?
Big Jess Palmer in the chat. What up, boss? Shout out to my boy Jess Palmer, big supporter. I'm over there if you play video games and either want to come play with me or you just want to come hang out and chat sometime. I'm on kick.com/THC show or twitch.com/THC show. Let's see who's going to get that free hat.
Yeah, I've been brushing up on my Warzone, and so I might be popping in there here and there.
Yeah, man, come join me sometime. It's so much fun. Me and Chris are on pretty much every other night, I'd say. You know, we do the family thing, or if we're not there on the weekends, then we'll catch up another night. But we always try to stream a couple times a week, and I'm on every morning. I stream every morning. Looks like there's only a couple of you. I might just give all of you that are guessing a free hat.
So you won't do it?
I will do it.
He will do it.
Oh, wait. Nope. Got a winner. Tony Correal. He's got a lot of THC stuff. My man, Tony. Tony is the winner with a number 7. The lucky Casino 7.
Tony, one of the OG supporters. We appreciate you, Tony.
OG supporters like a motherfucker, dude. Yep, you can stop guessing now. Jess is like, give it to me. I'll probably send you something too anyway, Jess. I keep saying that and then I forget. Jess is a huge supporter. Yeah, man. I'm going to smoke another bong hit and chill for a second. For those of you that are still in the chat, if you're still hanging out, I'll probably jump on some video games here after this, actually. Fucking Tony, man. So that's actually big news. The app now has... I'll tell you what, I feel real honored to hear him say that at the end. I have used your meme many times to wake up many people. That's great.
Oh yeah, that's gonna feel good.
But I've made hundreds of them though. I've made so many I lost count, and I still will be like searching around on Facebook and see memes that I made years ago floating around. People are still posting them.
Oh yeah. We had a good topic tonight of the ether. We didn't get to talk about how that ether was on the periodic table prior to the 1920s and how it was in all the textbooks as an actual element.
Right. They say they called it the fifth element.
Correct.
Ooh, you know what?
Red mercury
I
was
never even
actually-
fucking put that together.
Red mercury was actually on the periodic table as well. I did share a video with it. It showed a bunch of
Did that have anything to do with the Bruce Willis movie? Maybe.
Well, it actually shows that the fifth element in there. You didn't play the video. Actually, you still could if you want to.
Yeah, I'm down, bro.
Facebook, it's only like a minute video anyway, but it just shows a bunch of stills of examples of the ether technology. And one of the stills, it shows
That you sent me. What is it? What is it?
There's two videos. You can just play them both. They're in the messenger.
I didn't see anything about the movie Fifth Element.
No, but I mean it's in one of the
Oh
slots.
yeah, I remember those little videos.
Yeah, there's
I watched them. Yeah,
videos.
yeah.
Might as well show them real quick. Thing went out on me. That's how you know it's gas.
All right. I just have to remember to hit transition and shit.
Yeah, it looked like it was transitioning.
All right, this should work. Let's see. Tell me if this. Wait.
Yeah, it's coming up. Let me see if I don't remember if there was sound on it or not. Obviously, prior to 1920, when they took that element out of the periodic table and out of the textbooks and stopped talking about it, and then a couple generations later, nobody even knew it ever existed. But it's like every civilization had this technology.
Did it?
I mean, maybe not everyone, but there's a lot of examples of many different ancient civilizations. And there's this video here is showing like how a lot of the ancient cities were set up in a circuit. You know, the placements of the buildings.
Oh my gosh, I never thought about those columns being wrapped in. That's weird. Those columns could have been massive electromagnetic things.
Well, yeah, they made these whole entire cities to be these electrical circuits harnessing the ether energy.
I mean, I've seen the layout of the pyramid stuff too, you know, where it looks the same as other pyramid locations. So obviously there's some collaboration. And of course, I mean, whoever built the pyramid built them all, right? I mean, the civilizations that just, I guess they were doing it a lot faster than we think they were doing it.
Maybe it was just known technology at the time. But the one thing that they had in common was is there was supposedly
but I'm saying, like, how do you pass information, right? You ride on a horse or send a bird.
Well, I don't believe that it was.
Or were they using Morse code back then? Could they?
Oh, listen. If you believe the reset theory, as in, but prior to like the 1700s, 1800s, before the reset, there was high-level technology. It was just different. We use like a dirty technology. We use man-made, manufactured technology, like the electricity that they make using fuel and stuff like that. Power stations. But the old world was very technologically advanced. They had every kinds of gadgets like we have now. It was made out of different materials. They didn't have plastics. They used metals. They used, different alloys. We have evidence of that. You see, everything from locking mechanisms to, like you were talking about, the gyrosphere or gyroscope, like single wheel vehicle. Like they got it back in Men in Black 3. They see the controllers. They fuck with us, dude.
Me and Jess were talking about that. It's like they put the fake shit in the news to make you think it's real. They put the real shit in the movies to make you think it's fake.
Yeah, and they show you just like I don't know if you ever seen them show you the princess from I forgot which new Star Wars movie, like Star Wars Episode 1 or something. They had Natalie Portman in like a specific headdress, and they have books from the princesses and queens of Tartaria, and it's the exact same like makeup, exact same headdress.
You're reminding me of like Super Bowls and super rituals. Like it's like the musicians are all dressed up and weird. Do you remember that? I'll never forget the opening ceremony to CERN with that weird like dance they did. And do you remember that?
The Olympics, the opening
like
ceremony,
the Olympics, dude.
Dude, that like they had one year where they had like all those black beds and they were tossing babies or something like that. They were
Weird
dancing,
stuff, yeah, with hospital beds in everywhere.
Yeah, but it was way darker. It wasn't like white hospital beds; they were like black or something, and it was really dark. It looked like a satanic ritual because they are pretty much. These are the controllers' games. These are the circuses that they put on for us.
It is a circus. It's the Wild West, but it's in a psychological Wild West, because you can't stop someone else from the dangerous thought process they're running right now. And that's the scariest part for me, is like when you say you're controlling someone or controlling their belief, you're not technically telling them where to go and what decisions to make. But if they're believing this fake world, they're living in your fake world. You're making them live in this fake world. That's what you're controlling them. You're not allowing them to succeed in a way spiritually. They don't want you to get to that point.
100% agreed. Well, take sports, for instance. Like, try to convince an NFL fan that the NFL is staged or that it's set up, when actually they had a court ruling that proved that it is, because it falls under entertainment, and that they're able to control. And they said in the court documents that the NFL is allowed to control the outcome of games and sporting events. So, association, the NFL association, not the teams themselves. So it doesn't always depend on the athletes, will. They have things that manipulate that. It's all part of the circus. But you try to convince an NFL fan or somebody like that maybe these outcomes are rigged, they wouldn't believe you. It's part of the programming.
I've played sports. You know me. We know each other since grade school, bro. I mean, since we were teenagers at 12 years old. I played every fucking sport, and I was really good at it. I went on to play in high school and stuff, and nobody told me where to catch the ball or not to catch the ball. Like, I went and I fought in tournaments in Taekwondo. I mean, I played bloody man sports, like you go in there and you fight. I never took a dodge, like once you get up to that level, do you think that these people are getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars to do the craziest catches and like interceptions and trick plays and things? Sometimes it's just pure skill and talent. I mean, can they fumble a play here and set up a play there? Maybe. I need more evidence for that, but I have seen, and this is why I'll go and say I have seen like players in the locker rooms and players in interviews and real videos of players saying, yeah, it's scripted. So it's tough for me because I don't have all the information. And when it comes to things like that, where I just can't gather the real information without being a part of that society or community, it's hard for me to make a decision on that.
Well, two things. First off, I don't know if you saw the video of Lil Wayne. He had received a book that said the NFL script.
Yeah.
And he talked about that he received it like a year ahead of time.
Yeah, he read through it and he was like, oh, and he didn't want to take it at first.
That's one thing. The other thing is, I'm not saying that there's not genuine talent out there going and making tough touchdowns. You're
talking about for the Super Bowl, right?
No, I'm not. It could be any game. I just feel like the results at the end of the game is predetermined. I think it can be manipulated
for every game. I mean, how do you feel? How deep do you think that runs, bro? That the entire season is mapped out on a book.
It could be the playoffs. It could be the Super Bowl. We don't know the level of it. But I'm saying is
right.
I think there's other mechanisms that allow them to control the outcome of the game. Maybe like magnetic footballs, the refs, different
Magnetic
things like that where they can
footballs.
manipulate it.
That's a stretch for me, bro.
Have coaches run bad plays,
I've seen the refs make bad call. Refs making bad calls is not only natural, but then at that level when they have replay cameras and things like that, and people up in booths like super analyzing stuff, yeah, I think they could pay a ref to be like, meh, and then even if it's a bad call, who cares, right? They just move on.
Well, if it's scripted, they could even have pre-made footage to show you, to fake it, show you like, oh look, the ref was right. When and that's why the player is like, oh man, that's fucking bullshit. I know I was on there, and then the camera shows something different. That could have been pre-recorded. You don't know if it's scripted. The WWE is scripted. 100%.
I'm not saying I've never been tricked, but I think that's just too far. People would catch that. Well, all I've seen so far, and this is what I mean, the only evidence I've seen so far is terrible fucking plays and terrible calls with some guys in the locker room with a piece of white paper. I mean, I don't know. I didn't read the fucking thing. I didn't talk to anybody that said they were part of the, I don't know.
No, all I'm saying is, I'm not saying that's 100% what it is or 100% it's not. All I'm saying is there's court documents that say that the NFL falls under entertainment, and that they specifically says that they can control the outcome of the sporting events.
Sure. Just be like the WWE. They make it look real, but they for sure control the outcome because it's an entertainment. Nobody's gambling on whether Macho Man Randy Savage is going to win his match because it's a setup.
Yeah. Well, the WWE people really do those throws. They really jump off. They are really athletic people. They really have to be that strong and be able to take, some level of hitting. This is
what I mean. There goes conspiracy theorists that say these people are chosen and are the only reason that they're good or that they're in this sport in the first place is because they were handpicked. That's bullshit. Like, you have to grow up and be good at sports to be in sports. Only the best of the best are going to be in that category. Bro, like I said, I played sports my whole life. There were fucking very few people who were better than me.
What's the percentage of people that come from like very low income areas that end up becoming into like sports? A pretty high percentage, right? And would you say that, be sure that they're coming from, hard?
Would you say that a hard knocks person that grew up on the streets is a little?
No, let's say because they come from hard beginnings, they would be easily corruptible by, sums of money when they make it. So
but they'd also be athletic as hell because they'd be running from the cops and getting in fights with their brothers and sisters and living the life of the street.
Some level of athleticism's level to be able to make it there in the first place. But I'm just saying they'd be easily corruptible.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm sure there's people out there who have dived deep into this rabbit hole. It's just not one I've gone down yet.
Right. I haven't got too
I haven't even scratched the door on that one. I don't give a shit. That ain't my thing. Because, it's funny, though. I found myself living this life when I drank, pretending that I liked sports at the time. Oh, yeah. You see our quarterback throw that fun. It's like I only cared because my friends cared, or that's what they were doing when they were drinking. And then as soon as I stopped drinking alcohol, I haven't watched a single sports game. I could care less. When I hear people talking about it at 7-Eleven, it sounds like gargledy goop to me because it's just, why are you wasting your brain energy on something that you're not even involved in? It has nothing to do with you. It's not going to progress your life. You're just sit there and waste your energy and time. Yeah.
Valid point. That's a very valid point.
So I just don't even that's why I say it's not a rabbit hole I've gone down because I could give two shits,
I mean, I enjoy
it's the clown show, the circus.
I mean, like I said, that's most likely rigged as well. But I mean, I still enjoy it. I still like watching people get hit in the face and shit,
I'm not gonna lie, there's definitely some talented individuals out there. It's just like I'm also talented and I do stuff too. So
those UFC fights look pretty real though.
Yeah, the UFC fights are real as fuck, bro.
Exactly.
Are you smoking? That's what I'm telling you. I've been in matches where fists and legs. Taekwondo is straight up fighting. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've had my nose broke 15 times. Like you fight, bro. You fight.
Yeah, those people get fucked up, dude. You saw this shit back in the day when Anderson Silva broke his leg backwards.
People have died. when I was growing up, it was Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport,
Hell yeah.
where it was illegal, and it was like, in my mind, it was like savage, or like it was only like the elites had cage matches in their private basements, you know, until the other guy died. Like only one came out alive, and that's what's been going on since the day man's been alive. You know, like that shit's been going on. So,
well, we had the VHS tapes at the video store. You know, they had the original UFC. They had the backyard wrestling.
They were snapping people's necks. They were dying. It was like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it was the shit.
It was crazy, bro. I don't know. Yeah, let's call it a night. I gotta get off of here.
Oh yeah.
Tony, don't forget to send me your address. I'm sure I have it, but just send it to me if you're still watching. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks everybody for signing up for those memberships. It's been a great show. And we will see you on the next one.
Great show, guys.